Hello there, Dr. Sloan. This is Michael Lally. Hello. Here to record my presentation on our intervention that we are going to be doing and the faculty response from the email that I sent out about the presentation. And so here we go. I'm going to do this from the perspective that I'm presenting this to the faculty. All right. The overview. Lake Carolina annually scores at the top of the district in ELA and math in the South Carolina SC Ready test. What that does is a couple of things. Is it really kind of takes the heat off of us as a school, and they really don't put a microscope on us. If we were a school in the district that scored in the bottom half, there would be a lot more scrutiny on a lot of things. So even though we score at the top of the district, as you can see in the next bullet, there's still a lot of room for growth. Not every child is reaching their potential. One major red flag that would never be acceptable at one of the lower achieving schools in our district is we don't have a comprehensive school-wide literacy program. That's just shows you how far under the radar we have slid. This would never be acceptable at schools in the bottom half of the district, as I mentioned. There's still a number of children scoring well below their personal potential, and we have to do better as a school. Our goal is to educate all children to the best of their ability, not just have high achieving scores as a school. So yes, it's great that we do score annually at the top of the district, but it's not enough. Our target audience here for this intervention is students living in poverty. Now, it's not solely going to be students that live in poverty, and you're going to see what I mean in a minute, but it does so happen based on the numbers that we pulled in the data that the majority of the students do live in poverty. Our students score much lower than students that don't live in poverty. Our students in poverty score much lower. The score difference is 30 percentile points on the SC Ready exam for ELA. That is staggering. That's a staggering difference. It's a small population to work with, but we owe it to them. We have selected the level literacy intervention as our product that we are going to use for this. As I stated before, the majority of the students that are going to be targeted for this live in poverty, but it's any student scoring below the school average is going to be invited to participate. And you hear the word invited. Yes, so it's going to be voluntary. It's going to be before school, before the tardy bell rings, but after school buses arrive, because the majority of these students ride buses. So after the buses arrive, the students will go grab a bag breakfast. So on Wednesdays when we do this, the students will make sure the cafeteria has bag breakfast. They'll grab their bag breakfast and they will head to where they're having their small group intervention. And then lastly, I just mentioned that this will take place before the tardy bell, but after buses arrive and they grab the bag breakfast. What does this mean for you as a grade level teacher that may not be doing the intervention? There'll be one ELA teacher per grade level who will have a small group. So if you teach ELA, you are eligible to be one of our interventionists for this. So later in this presentation, you're going to have the opportunity to respond to some questions in an email, and we would love to have some of you volunteer. The other team teachers, you'll need to cover the class for the interventionist. So while he or she is doing the intervention, their students are going to need to be covered. There'll be the creation of a school-wide walking program. So one grade level per day will go outside with the PE teacher and they will walk or run with music. It's a great way to start our day with some physical activity. They can talk. They'll put their book bags out there by the playground and walk the track or run the track. And eventually maybe we can keep track of mileage. Grade levels can choose to have the grade level in a common area like the hallway. We have large kind of pull-out spaces in the hallways that would be great for this. Or we're going to give your team some autonomy, and you can come up with other ideas on what you would like to do as a grade level in order to problem solve. budget and cost, the teachers who are the interventionists will be paid $125 a day to do the PD over the summer, and that'll be a 3-day PD. So there'll be 3 days at $125 a day. The program, the Level Literacy Intervention Program bundle, which provides a lot of materials for the professional development and for carrying out small groups, is just under $4,600. Teachers will also be provided a $500 stipend for the extra planning involved in this. And it just shows you we really care and we want to put a lot of emphasis into this. The cost will come out of our instructional supplies budget. We have plenty in there. Is it possible down at the end of the year we want to order something and we might not have it in the budget? Yes, that is possible, but we have decided this is a priority and we are moving forward with it. This is where your input is needed. Which teachers that teach ELA would like to take a place as an interventionist? So I need to change some phrasing there. So if you are interested, please let us know. We really want people that are eager to help this subpopulation. What are your thoughts about the subpopulation and us targeting them? Do you feel that there's another need that's greater out there? What is it? And please give us your why. This is a non-threatening environment, so please give us brutally honest feedback. Is the cost reasonable in your opinion? Do you think it's too much, too little? Should have we done this before? Have we waited too long? What are your thoughts? Is there other needs that outweigh this need? Do you have an opinion about another curriculum? Do you think we need to target the entire audience rather than just a subgroup? Give us your thoughts. They are valued. Your thoughts are valued. You can email all those responses to me at mlally@eastpointsc.org with the title input, and that way I can group them all together. And now, Dr. Sloan, for you, what we basically heard from teachers is we had an overwhelming response. We only need one teacher per grade level. We had multiple, and we had teachers that do not teach ELA offer to do it. And we may consider that because we do feel there is some that were very eager to help, even though they don't teach ELA. They have the drive and the desire to study the materials and become proficient at doing this intervention. Overall, teachers thought it was great targeting this subgroup. Many commented that we definitely need a school-wide comprehensive literacy program. And we're all friends with other teachers at other schools, and it is no secret that Lake Carolina doesn't have one, and that it's strange that it's acceptable that we don't have one. Now, if we go back to the previous slide, is the cost reasonable? There was very few people that responded to that question. So that just tells me that the cost is reasonable, and people did not see a problem with that. The question about subgroup, about us focusing on them. To summarize, teachers said it was nice to see us focusing on all of our students, whereas a lot of times our high flyers and the students that do not live in poverty tend to get more experiences. Alert, the Gifted and Talented program, they go on very elaborate field trips out of town, spending the night in hotels, on charter buses, and stopping for meals and things like that. And I think all of the teachers thought it was nice for us to focus on this subgroup and make them a priority, make them feel good. Okay, thank you. I hope you have a wonderful day and have really been enjoying this class. Bye-bye.